Hey up, welcome back to Man Cave Workshop. Okay, moving along with this Hacker RP25, we're going to service it by changing the caps in it. I was looking at caps on the internet, having a read up about them, and they reckon they last around 10 to 20 years. Now this set is from, I think it's 1967 to 1970, 71, and then around 1970 the RP25A took over. So I think it's safe to say it's about 50-year-old. So I think these caps will need changing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with the main board, and I'm going to do these little guys. Let me see if I can get a, when I say these little guys, let me get a pointer. So there's one here, there's one here. Where's the other one? There's one right tucked up there, and there's one behind these wires here. Let me just get a torch on so to see if we can get a bit more light on it so you can see it. Just behind there near them wires, and then there's this big guy over here, and there's two others down this end. So what I like to do is start off with the most tricky one first, which I think is this guy. So got the soldering iron warm, and we're going to attempt to remove it. I think it's a 2.5 cap. I don't know what the voltage is on it. What I'll do, I will turn the board over and have a look to see if we can identify where it lives on this side of the board. So looking, I'm guessing, looking at where the legs go, I'm thinking it's these 2 points that we need to desolder. Thinking. Might be wrong on that. Yeah, it does look like these 2 points. So let's get the soldering iron out and have a go at desoldering. I'm going to try and keep you zoomed in at this angle just while we desolder it. So again, just double check. Don't want to be desoldering wires, we don't have to. Yeah, I think it's these 2 points there. Okay. So soldering iron is nice and warm, hot, and I'm going to heat it up and see if we can't get this solder to start melting. I've got the solder sucker at hand. And I'm going to try and do this delicately because we don't want to lift them traces. What I might do is, I did say in one of the comments that another soldering iron has appeared, and I might get that one on the go. I mean, this is that soldering iron I'm using there is a great solder iron, but I want a bit more heat to get these off. So I'm just going to pause now and warm up the other soldering iron. Right, okay, got the other soldering iron heated up. It's an Antex iron. I found this while I was over at my mother's in my late father's, one of his boxes there, so I thought I'd give this one a go. Nothing wrong with the other soldering iron, I just wanted to try this really and see if it gives a little bit more heat quickly. Okay, I think that's good. You've got to be careful, we don't want to lift the traces on this. And what did we say? We said it was this point. Let's get that heat up as well quickly. There we go. Okay, let's see if that component comes out. What I'm going to do, I used to have some dentistry tools that I lost. I'm going to try with this little precision screwdriver to see if it'll lift out. And of course it won't. So I'm just going to leave that in there, heat it up, and just try to prise it a little bit. And I don't even know if we've got the right point there. It might be desoldered. Oh no, it's gone on that side. You can, let me turn it so you can see. You sort of feel it lift. One thing I didn't do was know which way round the thing went, just in case it's not marked on the board. So I'm looking at it, and we've got positive end has a notch in it, I think, and I can't see that at the moment. Let's have a look. So yeah, the positive end is this side here. So I'm going to put this block over this side, then I remember which end it's on. Usually I'd write it down on a bit of paper. Okay, and let's just prise the other, see if it'll lift out on the other side. Okay, now that's still stuck, so we'll put a little bit more heat on again, being careful of them traces, we don't want to damage them. Let's see if we can get it out. There we go, it's fell out, cool. Okay, let's have a look what this is. So it looks like it is, what is that? It is, I'm going to have to, I can't see it properly because of the camera, just bear with me. It is a, you've already seen it, haven't you? Let's try to see what it is. I have a magnifying glass somewhere. Okay, it is a 2.5. What I'll do, I'll get a new one and an old one, and we'll test this on the meter. We'll test this on the meter against a new one, and then we will install the new one. No point in putting the old one back in. Okay, so let's pause and nudge the camera everywhere while I get the meter out. Okie doke, we got the meter out. Let's pop this on the meter and see what it reads. So it should be 2.5. Hope you're enjoying this. The meter. So it's reading 3.32. Now this meter doesn't do, it only does the capacitance value. So we'll just have to go off that. I've got a new one here. The only one I had in stock is this guy. It's a 2.2, but it's a 50 volt, and it is quite a bit bigger, but it should fit. So let's put this on the meter, see what numbers we get from this. Okay, 2.34. That's much better, isn't it? So we'll get on and see if this fits and install this. Okay. Let's get the chassis back. And let's have a go at popping it back in. This is where we're going to have fun. First of all, let's check them. The holes are clear and that this fits. Yeah, that's clear. And that's clear. Cool. Now we said positive went this way. So let's bend them. We can get a bit of an idea from the old one of the spacing, so it's going to have to push in a little bit. Okay, so let's try and get the spacing right here. I don't know how you guys do this, but this is how I found the best way to do it. Now this is the most awkward one. I'm trying to get it done first. So we've got to get, let's pop this leg in first. I think we've got the right orientation on it. Okay, so that needs to go behind them wires and up through there, and of course it's going to be a pain. There we go, that's that through, and then as that's through we're going to have to get this one in place now, and it's also going to be a pain. Nice long legs on this. So let's just bend it that way a bit. Oh dear, I do like filming when I struggle. The most simplest thing can get me all in a struggle, but shall persevere and win. I used to have tools, to tweezers and things to help with this, but I've found that sometimes it's better if you feel where it's going to go. Let's get that in nice and as neat as we can. Again, let's just check the orientation. Yeah, that's right. And let's get this soldered in. Okay. Looks fairly neat, doesn't it? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, what I didn't do, again, I'm a little bit rusty, is what I do like to do usually is put the capacitor in so you can see the value of it on the board without having to take the thing out. But I forgot. Hope you're enjoying this, changing components, what it's all about. I actually enjoy it myself, all said and done. I find it quite therapeutic, to say the least. And it's not to be rushed. So, now being shot, let's heat up the work. And then add the solder. Okay, nice and neat. Make sure it flows so we don't want a dry solder joint. And let's do the other side. Probably didn't hold that on for as long as I should. Should have heated up the work a bit longer on that. But that all looks in nice and neat. So then we get a tool called side snips. These are my new side snips. They're only cheap actually. I think they were off Amazon or something. I think they were less than £5. Let's make sure these wires are cool. Trim them down. Keep the legs. I like to keep the legs because they can come in handy for other things. Well, I've soldered this one. It almost looks like it's bridged across. Okay. So now, of course, it looks a bit messy where we've added all that heat. So I'm going to get some methylated spirits and clean this area, clean all the flux off. And what I will do off camera, because you see me do one, I will do these. These are the two guys here. There's one there, C10, and there's one there up in the top. Let me get a torch so you can see it. There's one there up in the top, and I think that's C4. Now I haven't downloaded the schematic. I can look on Radio Museum, but a simple service like this, I can see the values of the caps and just do them one by one. So I'll get on and do them. If for some reason I struggle or I make a mess while I'm doing these, hope not, I will get the camera rolling. We can't miss any mistakes, can we? That's what it's all about. That's why we watch, isn't it, really? That's why we watch the Man Cave Workshop. He's going to do a mistake. He's going to do a mistake. Makes it funny. Okay, I shall get on. Okay, so that's the little guys done. This one and this one. So we just changed 3 caps. Pretty uneventful. Not much to report, but I suppose that's how I like it. I do like it when we struggle a bit though. It keeps things interesting. So let's put these two on the meter. Let's get it in shot. Give them see what the meter thinks of them. They should be reading 2.5. Okay, this one again gone a little high, 3.3. And finally, I'll put them two over there. Finally, this one, let's get it on the meter, see what it reads. 3.6, so all gone high. I imagine the ESR's gone high as well. So worth doing. What I'm going to get on with now, on this I keep saying the main board, it's basically the radio itself. There's only these two here, and this one tucked away up in the corner here. They all look very accessible, no problem. So I'll get on and we'll change them. We'll stick them on the meter, and then we'll test the board actually after we've changed them. See if we've broken anything, eh? Okay. Right. Okay. That's all the caps done on the radio. So we got, how many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy up here. That was a little bit tricky, that one up there, but let's get these caps on the tester, see how they read. I think we've done the little ones? Not sure. Let's do the big guys anyway. Let's do these. Oh, put the leads on. See if they were worth changing. More than likely they were, being 50 years old. Okay. What am I doing here? This one isn't reading. Why is it not reading? Oh, there we go. Oh, it did. What's going on here? This cap doesn't want to give me a reading. Why not? What am I doing wrong? Let's have a look. Oh, no, doesn't want to give a reading. Let's try another one. Why doesn't that want to give a reading? That should be 4. Oh, perhaps I was on the wrong scale. Because it's not one of the smaller caps. Let's have a look. Yes, I was on the wrong scale. Because it should be 400. It's reading 487. That's out. This one should read 250. And it's reading 294. So that's out. Well, we're changing these. This one should read, should it read 5? Let's have a look. Of course we're on, oh, it does read. It does read 5, that one was bang on. Pretty much. So let's just get the scale down a bit. Yeah, that one wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Still, we don't know what the ESR is on it. Whatever that means, who knows. But we do know that they need changing, and we've changed them. So while I was working on the board, I've noticed, I mean, it's a bit dirty. It always looks clean on the camera, but there's some corrosion on this can here. And I thought there was a little bit somewhere. It needs a general clean. I've still got to get a bit of the flux off the back. But hey ho, let's test it. Good idea to test it. We've not done the amp board yet. We'll do this amp board in the next video, but let's give it a test. What I've done, I've got its speaker just wired up. Got the leads down here somewhere. Just temporarily wired up to test it. Let's get these leads into play. Let's put them on. And all I want to do is know that it's got sound. So we know we haven't broke anything. Fingers crossed we haven't, because that's not the idea, but sometimes it happens. Let's give it some power. Make sure we get these on the right terminals. Okay, power on. So that's on FM, and it was working until the speaker wire fell off. Oh, this clip's a bit tired, isn't it? Let's put that on. So yeah, we've got sound there.
I think there's a...
Let's try medium wave. Yeah, we have sound there. I'm doing this very quickly. I'm just checking we've still got sound.
Strike action seems like
And long wave, yeah. So we've still got sound. That's a good sign. The reason I do that is because I would know that it was one of them 6 caps that hasn't been put. There'd be something amiss with one of them 6 caps. So rather than carry on do the whole amp board and have another, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 6 caps to look at as well. Best to check it now. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm glad you came along and watched. It's been good fun, very uneventful. I do like it when it's a bit more of a challenge sometimes, but there we go. I do like recapping radios. I find it really therapeutic. It's good practice because it's good to service them. Hopefully make the longevity of the radio a bit bigger. And we'll get onto the amp board in the next video. Hopefully catch you then.